Hello there, good morning. AGD Live 24/7 welcomes you all to Good Morning India today on 14th June 2026, Sunday. And the newspaper I do have with me is the Telegraph. So let me just go through the important news headlines and news in details from this newspaper today. This is the front page news headlines. Here, assurance message to industry to return to Bengal with investments will bring back Tata's. Shivendu, the Chief Minister of West Bengal, has vowed to make an impact with Tata's return here. Now, side by side, we find you more news headlines. Hawkers told to shift pedestrian rights cited. No more. We have why no action on Shah Abhishek. Abhishek, Banerjee has cited here the beleaguered Abhishek Banerjee stepped out of his home and stood on the pavement and hit back at police attempt to show he was playing cat and mouse with them. After questioning the Trinamool number 2 for 5.5 hours until 11:30 p.m. on Tuesday, personnel from the State Criminal Investigation Department were back at his doorstep on Friday afternoon to hand him a summons in connection with another case. They insisted on solving it only to him and in person, though he was not at home. More headlines. Here we find the same page here. 3 women's unending way to exist on paper. This is also another news headlines. And a strong protest at ship strikes after weak response. Unacceptable. India in second call to US. The Telegraph second page writes here, Thailand's princess dies at 47. Side by side, BSF BJP discuss forcible crossings and border talks focus on latest push-ins. More headlines. The Trump deal reports incorrect and US plans to scale back NATO jets. We got in the Hindu, it also found here with due importance. CM unveils initiative on completion of 2 years of BJP government in Odisha KG to PG free education plan. Side by side, Naga group opposes tripartite energy pact. It's a blockade over rebel Hijab package. Next headlines. And Center for Jammu Care and Bihar cash crunch ire at NDA. More headlines from the Telegraph. Blockade over rebel rehab package. Members of the 2 former militant organizations which had signed a peace agreement 2 years ago launched a 72-hour railroad blockade in West Tripura district on Friday, demanding the implementation of a rupees 250 crore rehabilitation package announced by the centre. The blockade by the National Liberation Front on Tripura, that is NLFT, and the All Tripura Tiger Force, that is ATTF, disrupted vehicular movement on national highways and train services, an official said. We had a meeting with the Tribal Welfare Minister because Debama yesterday where we reached some positive outcomes, but 2 important demands were not fulfilled, prompting us to launch the railroad blockade. And left leader Prashanjit Debama told reporters at Hatay, Qatar in West Tripura district. The government has engaged an agency to implement the rehabilitation package for the surrendered militants, which violates the main spirit of the peace accord, he claimed. A memorandum of settlement was signed in the presence of Union Home Minister Amit Shah among the centre, the Tripura government and the 2 organizations in September 2024. Quote unquote, the process of screening our members to extend benefits under the rehabilitation package is very slow. We demanded that the process be expedited at the earliest, the NLFT leader said. He appealed to the centre and the state government to consider the demands of the organizations because the blockade causes inconvenience to the people. We are waiting for a call from the centre and the state government for an amicable solution to our long-standing problem, he said. The train services were badly affected while vehicular movement came to a standstill on the Assam Agartala and Agartala Kamalpur national highways, as reported by PTI. Next headlines. Congress denied Rajya Sabha Sakha election petition after remedy. Supreme Court to Natarajan. Next, Marge call for Congress splinters to fight BJP. Next, Sindoor General is military advisor. The Telegraph, page number 5, writes here, government to Supreme Court, some policy on strike results, assurance on war-hit students. Side by side, another headline, 2025, a third warmest year study. One more important headline, as it also has got a due importance in this newspaper. High Court rejects a plea to reopen CBSE portal. Next, page number 8, Telegraph, Minister glare on rural malfunction. More headlines, a fire at the girls' school in Jalpaiguri, no injuries. Next, 11 Trinamool Panchayat members resign. Next, 6 Panchayat Samiti members quit BGPM. So, the SpaceX was on course to blow past $2 trillion in market valuation in its Nasdaq debut on Friday, reflecting the frenzy for the Elon Musk-led company and putting it on track to become the 6th largest publicly listed company in the United States. One more headline here in Telegraph. Rupee surges 67 paisa. Sensex jumps 1695 points. Next, inflation rises to 3.93% in May. Air India changes course. Air India is looking to defer aircraft deliveries, cut flights and postpone expansion plans after majority owner Tata Group instructed the carrier to focus on reducing its record losses, a Bloomberg News report said on Friday. The Telegraph in sports section, we get more headlines today here. You can see United Korea play to a plan and no favorite still formidable. And Dembele in Mbappe's defense, wearing the jersey of Argentina. You can see a trader in Calcutta transport banners bearing images of Argentine footballers as World Cup fever grips the city. And Brighto's demise is also has got a due importance here in this newspaper. So fans choose the nicer neighbor to soak in cup mood. And the cheap flights and the easy paint make Canada a hit. Inja, the captain, retires. So that's about this kind of sports news from the Telegraph. Dear viewers, thank you all for watching AG Live 24/7 on YouTube, Facebook, WhatsApp and Instagram. One important thing is that if you believe that you have so wish you a great Sunday. Namaskar. Jatun Hambai, Kulumka.